Hi Aquarius, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for February 2020. This month I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings. And to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Ascendant, and Aquarius Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And happy birthday to all the Aquarians out there. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic birthday and great solar return. On to your reading. First card you have is Two of Rods. Two of Rods is a card that symbolizes partnership in business, partnership in romance. Could also be something you're doing and creating and putting out there into the world. Some of you Aquarians are going to be spending a lot of energy right now thinking about how you can change things up. Could have to do with your business, work, or career. Could have to do with your love life. Could have to do with your living environment or social status or circle of friends. Some of you are going to have the feeling like you don't think things are moving forward fast enough. And some of you are going to do some like real dissecting and getting into the meat and potatoes of like why this is working this way, why that is working that way. Or if you have to dig in to figure out how things work, how you could get, something going to do with your work or business that you don't really have any knowledge about, and you need to, maybe it's new technology, maybe it's using things on the internet in a way you're not familiar with, or new tools or new techniques, but like digging in, investigating, but this would all be to serve a purpose of how you can move things along with your work or your business or expand something you're trying to grow. And you may even be learning how to amp up your presence. Like if you have an online presence, maybe you want to amp it up. Or your presence in a club, a group, an organization, a situation, even like in a family situation or something. Like wanting to amp up your presence comes up here. And you may even be thinking about investing in something. It could be investing in property, like a property you're going to flip or a property you're going to build a home on, or could be personal property you're thinking of investing in. And you're going to be really focused. I feel you Aquarians, like it has to be special. It can't be mundane. You're not going to be happy if things are just like mediocre or so-so. That's not going to fly with you. Maybe you were okay with that in the past, but I don't feel you being okay with that now. Some of you may feel like some old goals and dreams or visions are slipping away, and you either want to recapture them and reignite them, or some of you Aquarians are willing to let them go and you're going to get new dreams, start new dreams. Maybe there's some things you held on to and you were like, you know what, those were old dreams. I've changed my mind. Now I'm going to go after new dreams. It's either recapturing the old dreams and trying to make them happen, or letting them go and getting new ones. Everything's a matter of timing, and I really feel like for many of you Aquarians, a lot of what I'm talking here, you're going to see highlighted in March, April, and May of 2020. So the second card you have here, Aquarius, for February 2020 is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is an air sign person. This is either an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun, moon, or rising sign. Very likely could be you showing up in your February reading. Some of you are going to be starting your own business. Some of you are also going to be like, you know what, again, I get things aren't happening fast enough. And you're going to kind of get the attitude of like, you're going to want people to hop to. And it's not that you're being, I don't feel like you're really being unreasonable or dictatorial, but I feel like you're kind of had it with people being lazy or being non-committal, or being wishy-washy about getting to, give you the help you need or the instruction you need or the work you need to get done. Or so you're going to be like not tolerating laziness. You're going to want people to, get to it when you want them to do something. And you are also going to be kind of on your own self that way. You're going to be like hop to your own self. Like, okay, Aquarius, you're going to be telling yourself, I got to get on the move. I got to get on with this. I got to make this cook, get it going. That's your vibe in February. Some of you may even be blessed with some kind of like really ingenious idea that actually puts you on the map in some way. It could be something you're going to create and put on the internet or on YouTube, or it could be something you're going to create and you're going to put out there into the world in some other manner. But it's like an idea that you have puts you on the map. And your attitude is going to be kind of like, if you don't listen to me, I'm going somewhere else. And that could even be in love relationships. Like, if you're not into me, or you're not going to pay attention to me, or you're not going to give a crap about what I'm saying or doing, then I'm done with you and I'm going on to somebody else. But for many of you, it's also in whatever endeavors, work, or things you're trying to get going. And if, people aren't interested in your ideas or aren't producing things the way you need them to, like, it could even be if you're an employer. If you own your own business, or you're an employer or a boss in some situation, and you're like, you know what, you're not measuring up to task here, so I'm going to be done with you. I'm firing you and hiring somebody else. It's like, you're not going to be tolerating people and their wishy-washy behavior, their flightiness, their laziness, their non-committal, their all of that. You're like, you know what, I don't have time for this. Jump in or goodbye. That's your vibe here. And you're going to be like, yeah, what can you do for me? Or what can you sell me? Or what can you show me? You're going to want people to like, yeah, give me a demonstration. What do you have? You may be interviewing people. You may be trying to hire people to do work for you. You may be looking into, I don't know, buying something that's valuable or, that you care about. And you might be like, yeah, well, give me the presentation. Sell me on it. Like, what do you got? Even if it's somebody you meet, you might be like, yeah, okay, what do you got? Sell, why should I be interested in you? Kind of energy is here. You've got the Wheel of Fortune next. This is the karmic wheels of fate turning in your favor. Or it can be the ups and downs of karma. It could also have something to do with a karmic cycle ending and a new karmic cycle beginning. 2020 is supposedly, as I hear, going into the age of Aquarius towards the end of this year. So that's a big cycle. If you have to make any kind of presentations and there's a flop, like it doesn't go well, you're going to make another one to someone else or do it over. I don't know, but I get like, if a presentation comes out to be a flop, you'll do it over. That could also apply if somebody's trying to make you a presentation and it's a flop. You may allow them to do it again, possibly. Yeah, you're going to have to like really lay things on the line. What you need, what services you need, what things you need to get done, whether it's at your home or at your business you own, or if it's at your job and you supervise other people. Things that you've been waiting for also. There's like marked differences. I'm getting things that you've been waiting for are going to start to show up. Even if they don't show up in huge ways, you're going to get inklings of it. But maybe some things will show up in a big way for you. But things you've been waiting on, I get like, oh, all of a sudden something pops up. Oh, wait a minute, that's showing up too. But it might not be at full force. It might just be starting to show up in February. Some of you are going to get a very big promotion. Some of you are going to land a very big job. And you're going to have to use discernment on what you are willing to do. So if you have to sign any contracts or there's details of things that get spelled out, Article A, B, C, D, E, F, or items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you need to go over those. And if you don't agree to all the terms, or you think the wording needs to be tweaked or changed, by all means, make sure it is, because once you sign on that dotted line, you will be locked into some things. So be very, what's that called? Semantics. Be very careful of the way things are worded. Because you may want some wording on some documentation altered or changed before you will agree to it. And maybe there's going to be some things on this deal, arrangement, or agreement that you're just not going to want to do at all. So be very careful with wording of documents or things in writing. Even if you're the ones writing it, you could be the one, you're receiving it, but you could be writing it as well. So here you have the Hanged Man next. This is being in limbo. This is not moving forward, not moving backward, being in a state of suspended animation and having to draw very strongly from your own psychic ability and your own intuition when the Hanged Man shows up. So let's see why that's here for you. I feel that some of you are going to say to yourself, I'm going to wait to see what April brings. Possibly March, April, but I definitely hear April. So there's something that's going on in February that's not like a done deal. That there's more information or things that are coming that you're going to be like, yeah, this is all well and good, but I'm not agreeing to this or that, or I'm not doing this or that until April. Could be early April or late March, but I do get April. This is actually, believe it or not, which I don't usually feel this way with the Hanged Man, it's going to make you feel empowered. You're going to feel empowered by waiting. It's not like you're losing out or this is going to make you freak out or make you ultimately nervous. I don't feel that. I feel like this is actually a powerful position for you to be waiting. That's the feeling I get here. It's not you in a weakened state. And you may feel like there's some things that are too up in the air or a jumbled up mess or that need to be sorted out. And therefore, you're not willing to make any kind of big commitments until things look more clear. And it's kind of like a lot of things are resting on your shoulders, Aquarius, about what you choose. So again, I'm going to tell you, I do feel like you're in a power position because a lot of it has to do with you choosing, you making a choice. Some of you may feel like you're having problems with your knee. Some of you may have spine problems. It could be knee, back, your knee and your spine could be aggravated or sore or acting up if you have problems in those areas in the month of February. You're really going to be looking into the costs of things. It could be treatments. Maybe you want to get physical therapy, or you need some kind of surgery, or it doesn't have to be medical. It could be other things that maybe you want to buy a home, or you want to renovate your house, or you want to replace floors, or this or that. You're going to be looking into the costs of things in February. Maybe you need to buy a new car, or you need some kind of auto repairs. And so you could be calling around different auto repair places or different home renovating people, like interior people that do flooring. How much is this place going to charge you? How much would that place charge you? Same thing with like painting or whatever. So your outcome card for February is a very good card, Aquarius. You have Ace of Pentacles, and this is financial blessings and abundance coming to you from God, the universe, the divine source, whatever you like to say. It could be receiving an inheritance. You could be getting a raise, getting a bonus, or selling something and making a lot of money on a sale. You may have a surprise here where money is given to you for your services or for something somebody wants you to do for them. Like some kind of work or something, but it may be more than what you usually would get, or maybe you're not in the business of services or building anything or creating anything, but so there's some aspect of surprise about this money, a little bit. Either the amount's the surprise, or you're not normally in the business of subcontracting out your work or services, and someone will offer to pay you to do that. It comes up that way as a possibility here. Yeah, I keep getting shining star. Somebody wants to pay you to do something for them. So like maybe somebody's going to say, wow, Aquarius, you've got a lot of talent. I want to pay you to do this particular thing, make this particular presentation, teach this particular class, put on this particular show, make this particular object, develop something with your talents and expertise further. Like somebody wants to pay you for something something within your realm of your wheelhouse of your talents, knowledge, and expertise in February. Doesn't mean you're going to do it in February, just means you could. It depends. Timing will be different for all of you, but could happen later for some of you. Or it could have even happened before February for some of you. This could have already happened. But I do get that it's going to be quite intriguing for you to have this come up. I keep getting the energy of like you're like stunned and surprised in some way, Aquarius, about it. And it's not to sound hokey, but it is like some kind of karmic reward. It's some kind of blessing or karmic reward. It could have to do with Jupiter is in Capricorn. Maybe that moved some things forward for you and is improving your financial status. I don't know, but I do get like it's like a long time coming, something you would have liked to have seen happen, or you might have anticipated it was coming, and then it finally shows up. But somehow, even all that, take that into consideration, it's like you're still surprised about it in some way. And you know what, Aquarius? This is somehow going to revive you. It's reviving you in some way, like giving you some oomph into you. Maybe you've gotten bored, or you feel like your life got stagnant, or you were losing hope on certain situations. This is like an enlivening, reviving scenario for many of you. So I'm going to pull a gemstone crystal. I'm sorry I didn't have this with me where I was in January to do it, but I promised that I would do it in February. So I'm going to pull a gemstone crystal for you from this bag of gems and see what is the best gemstone for you to work with in the month of February 2020 for Aquarius. It's the best gemstone for Aquarius. It's the best gemstone for Aquarius. Okay. Hey, how apropos. You got amethyst, and that is the birthstone for Aquarius. It's the birthstone for February, that's for sure. So let's see why my guides say this is the best gemstone for you to work with in February. You're going to have an enlivened spirit, and a lot of enrichment is coming to you in February from different things that are coming up in this stone. It's like going to give you buoyancy. It's going to like keep your buoyed spirits up. It's also going to help with timetables, time management, how fast something happens, or that's a little puzzling to me, but I'm hearing like it helps you with your timetables of things going on in your life. It's going to give you the incentive also to stay on course. So whatever you've decided to do, whether it's to get a new job, start a new business, sell a home, buy a new home, renovate your home, get involved in new clubs, groups, organizations, or social groups, whatever it is, this stone is going to help you stick to it, stay the course, be motivated about it. It's also going to be very handy for you to wear or hold whenever you're doing anything that involves polishing up your skills. It's also going to help you with the discernment of who you can trust and who not to trust. So this sounds to me like it's a very important stone. If you could get a beaded gemstone bracelet or a crystal you could wear, because it feels like, or, you know, if you just want to hold it in your pocket or put it in your bra, sleeping with it will be helpful, but I feel like you really need it on your presence in February. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much, as always, for watching my videos. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And as I always say, I have videos that I record for my Vimeo on-demand channel, and these video links are always posted below my videos in the Show More section, which is in the description box below the video. And those links are there, and they're also on my website at www.theluckymermaid.com on the videos page on my website. You just go there and you can see all the video series. You click on your sign under the video series you want, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Now, some of the videos I have below this video, the first one is actually the most recent. Well, it's always going to be the psychic crystal reading for the month. So if you're interested in getting a continuation of this reading, where I look into my crystal and get additional messages and predictions from my spirit guides for the month of February for your sign or somebody else you're curious about, or their sign or your rising sign or your moon sign, you can go to the link below this video, click on that, and it will take you to my psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for February 2020. Also, the other recent video series I recorded is for Jupiter in Capricorn Psychic Tarot, Oracle card, and crystal reading. Those readings last from December 2019, which was last month, until December 2020. That's how long Jupiter will be in Capricorn. And I used all three divination tools: tarot, oracle cards, and the crystal. So you might find those very interesting. I thought they were pretty good, so you might want to check them out. Also, I have the 2 eclipse videos that are recent. We had 2 eclipses. One was on December 26th, 2020 in Capricorn, and we had a full moon. That was a solar eclipse. We had a full moon lunar eclipse on January 10th, 2020 in Cancer. I did psychic tarot and crystal readings for each of those occurrences for each sign of the zodiac. And those eclipses bring beginnings, endings, and change. So if you want to see what beginnings, endings, and change, that will last probably for 6 months from the dates of the eclipses. Those links are below, and you could check those out. Now, I've had some people that were kind and asked me if I had any links to donate to my channel. They asked me back in November and December. I did not, but in January or December, I did start a link. So if you would like to donate and help support this channel, there's a donation link all the way below all the video series I have listed. You just click on that, and the donation goes to this channel into PayPal. So I want to thank all of the kind people that have donated. I truly appreciate it. Very kind of you to do so. And it does not go unnoticed. So thank you so much for that. Also, if you would like to get more predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on YouTube, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC on Facebook, and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, and also at The Lucky Mermaid on Twitter. So if you want to see what comes up there, I use oracle cards, sacred geometry oracle cards, angel cards, tarot cards, my crystal, many different divination tools. And I give you psychic predictions and messages that my spirit guides give me for whatever tool I'm using. And it's not just for that day. Usually they're for a couple of weeks or sometimes for a couple of months or a few days. So if you want to see what predictions and messages my guides have for you there, please be sure to check those out. So I hope you have an absolutely fabulous February, Aquarius. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.